Hi everybody, it's Haley. Welcome back for Your Turn to Die, part 13. So, since we have completed everything that is available in the main storyline, we are now going to go back to Chapter 2 at the end of the subgame because we can, in fact, change the fate of Alice. So, there will be quite a bit of redundant text while we, are on this new path. So I will edit the majority of that out, and we can just have the good, like, tangible effects of Alice being alive. So, that said, I have prepared a save slot that puts us at the last point in which you can save before making this fate-altering choice. So, let's get started. So, here we are at the point of no return, and I will go ahead and go through the dialogue here to build that momentum to the emotional impact. So, yeah, I will go ahead and cut to the chase of doing what is required, though, to move forward. I'll prove that I'm a human, alright? What do you want? I'll do anything. Tell me something machine or doll definitely couldn't do, and I'll do it with ease. I'll open your eyes, Sarah. Understood. Let me make a request. Have her sing a song. I want you to sing a song. A song? Okay, got it. Singing is my life, so open those ears. Her song echoes through the room. It's a song full of feeling that makes your body tremble when heard up close. In it, I sense a certain feeling. I want you to believe me. How's that? This is the big hit I play at concerts. Samurai Anna. I never heard a song from Reko's band, so I can't compare her singing with the real deal. Even so, could a doll perform vocals so full of emotion? Time advanced. How's that? I just sang my hit concert song, Samurai Anna. This is it. Have I finally found it? The discrepancy other than the injury on her hand? The borderline between the fake and the real? Reko, let me confirm just one thing. What is it? This Samurai Anna song. Is that a song by your band? Obviously, I only sing my own songs. That's the ultimate song, named for my old band, Samurai Yaiba. Alice, you noticed. Huh? Please read this. What's that scrap of paper? This is an article on Samurai Yaiba's breakup? Don't be stupid, of course I remember this. It's from after Alice was arrested. Yes, but what you don't remember are the wounds that this left on your heart. My heart? Reko, Alice's arrest came as a shock to you. So much so that you couldn't sing your band's songs anymore. I couldn't sing? Read it, please. It says it right in the article. Alice was a member in your previous band, right? Indeed. That's why you couldn't do it anymore. Reko couldn't sing songs that reminded her of her brother. And yet, you proudly sang for me a song from your old band. What's the meaning of this? This is what Ranger said. The AI memories are updated regularly every 6 months and personality every 3 years. And only memory could be brought up to date at any time. So I'm sure you do have the memory of your band's breakup, but your personality only got refreshed once every 3 years. If the last update was over 2.5 years ago, then it would be before my murder case. That's right. Before the incident that made Reko unable to sing, forcing the band to break up. Stop it. In other words, your personality remains a time capsule of Reko Yabusame from 3 years ago. I'm real. A fake? A doll? Wrong. That's wrong. I'm real because I'm alive. My memories, my feelings, overcoming their depths, my pain, all of us helping each other. Was it all a program? Am I a fake? Yep, you're a fake. Like hell. That can't be right. It ain't possible. Once you say that shit, I just gotta admit it, don't I? What else did you want me to do? The concept for the Room of Lies was once you see through it, it's over, okay? I'm still half believing that Reko is a doll. Reko? No, the fake was a ruse meant to deceive us? Wouldn't quite say that. The fake just really thinks she's Reko. That's what a copy is. Then I'm really... I'll explain it for ya. First up, you bastards reasoned right. It was the real Reko who broke Kazumi Mishima's monitor. Seems Keiji now witnessed it. Day broke and the real Reko went with Sarah into the Room of Lies. Sensing danger, Sarah grabbed the real Reiko's hand, but unfortunately, Reko got caught. And the one who came out was the fake Reko. After that, it was the fake waltzing around, but there were two problems. First was that the memory updates hadn't caught up. Since the real Reko came to the Room of Lies less than a day after breaking the Mishima monitor, the memory of her smashing it never got put in. Second was that her last personality update was 2 years and 8 months ago. Seems like her personality changed a fair bit from the shock of her brother Alice's arrest. Oh well, not much you can do about that stuff. Where's the real Reko? Who can say? Try the Room of Lies? You did anything to her, I'll kill you. Already only concerned for the real one? Makes me feel bad for the fake Reko here. Ugh. Hey, you solved it, right? Hurry. Yes, hurry up. Since it's a fake Reko, I'm sure you can push her without regrets. Wait a sec. I'm alive too. I don't want to die. Doesn't feel good. Why is she able to cry too? She's basically a human at this point. Help me, guys! Is this part of the emotion program too? You got it! Awful! Isn't this just too cruel? If she has a heart and feelings, she's no different from a human. She's not a fake at all. She's another Reko. She's alive. If you think so, just sacrifice Jin. Sarah, make it quick. It's just a doll, you hear? Can't be more important than a real human. What now? What do I do? Sarah, stop it! I thought you were my friend. I just have to make a decision. Give up on pushing her off? Yes. Will you let Jin die and save the fake? Yes. I can't do it. Even knowing it's not the real Reko. I can't kill this person. Sarah. Thank you. Sarah. The third dart will be fired shortly. Aw, too bad. Guess the sub-game will be closing out on this. What a shame, Jin. Seems like everybody just left you to die, huh? Please stop. Let me take his place. Big sis Sarah. Jin. 5. Help. Taro. 4. Somebody. 3. I can't do anything. Only watch. 2. Mom. 1. Your parents. The switch has been pushed. Changing target to first place participant. Gah! Sorry, Jin. If I pressed it from the first, you wouldn't have to be so scared. Jin, Kyutaro! Hang on, you two. I saw an antidote in the medical office. I'll bring it here. Until then, hold on. The impression room we were riding on slowly returned to the surface. No, this can't. Stay with us, both of you, please. Jin, you can't die. You got parents, right? Jin. Sarah. Huh? Let's go look for Reko. I can't leave these two. The policeman, he'll surely bring the antidote. We should do what we have to do. But Jin looks so weak, even Kyutaro. We're going, Sarah. And then I was dragged out of the room. Sorry, now. That's... Aren't you late? Welcome to the Room of Lies. The stage is all set. Reko! Who is this chick? Doesn't she look exactly like me? She was really here. Then am I seriously a duplicate? Huh? Confessing it that easily? So boring. See, I was thinking of having a quiz. What? You guys ever heard of doppelgangers? Someone witnessing you somewhere you never went, or else you meeting another you. In some countries, that phenomenon is considered an omen of death. As soon as he finished talking, a sound began ringing out. What the hell? Why'd my collar start making that noise? Mine too. It's begun. Ranger, what's the meaning of this? It's 'cause they're doppelgangers. We don't need two Reko Yabusamis. Only one needs to survive. No! You're kidding, right? This ain't fair. I'm gonna tear this thing off. I wonder what type of death that collar will give. Can't wait to see. Stop it already, Ranger! You three idiot girls are just so friendly. Well then, I'll let you choose who to save. Huh? Save whoever you like more, and if you don't pick either, both will die. This is awful. We abandoned Jin to protect the life of the fake Reko, and yet, putting people's lives on scales again? I've had enough of it. Think you've got something wrong there. Huh? Don't be so self-centered, Sarah Cheetowin. The one I'm saying I'll let choose is... Now, Ego Koro, I'm gonna have you pick. Me? Don't be stupid. It's just about choosing the real one, right? You're just full of complaints, huh? As a special service, how about you use this? Ranger dropped something on the floor. That's... the knife Kai used to commit suicide. A knife? It's mine. The right Reko grabbed the knife. Now, pick me if you don't want to suffer. What? I'm serious, that ain't just a threat. If I'm gonna die, then not only now, Sarah, I'm taking you with me too. You can't do such a thing. Because you're a copy of Reko. Even in this short time, I understood you can't possibly hurt a friend. So I'm sorry. Reko is my friend too. I need to save her. Stop. I want to save the left. Wow! Huh? Reko! Reko! I killed her. I killed her. I won! I survived! Why? Why isn't the collar stopping? Huh? Well, that's strange. Maybe because now didn't choose? You never intended on letting the fake survive from the start, did you? Ah, it was the exploding type. Well, simple is best. What is this? Why is Reko in this state? Wake her up now, Sarah! Won't you explain? Reko is... What are you trying to say? Couldn't even come to see her die. Sub-siblings you are, huh? This can't be. It's inconceivable Reko would die. You see how much she's bleeding? Come on, you know it. This is the fake Reiko's blood, right? I won't be fooled. Nope, the fake doesn't bleed. Look, collapsed over there. The headless Reko is the fake. No, I won't believe it. Reko is so much stronger, luckier, and more hateful than me. She is a person whose life has value. My one and only sister. She's garbage now. It's just a corpse. Give her back. Give Reko back! So scary, Alice. I'll kill you, you're dead. If you kill a floor master, all y'all are gonna die, you know. Oh well, seems I'll just have to kill you too. Huh? A gun? Why? You've stepped out of line, Rio Ranger. I have no more use for you. Dad, why? What is going on? Fix me already, Dad. Unfortunately, Rio Ranger, this is farewell. What are you saying? I don't wanna. Do you hate me or something? Wasn't I your greatest masterpiece, Dad? That is in the past. Why do you think you are the most human of the dolls I created? Because you put your affection into me most. Wrong. It was jealousy. I implanted in your emotion program an excessive sense of inferiority toward and hatred of humans. Humans have it nice. I envy humans. Why am I a doll? What's so great about humans? And so on. With that complex you could never overcome, you burned with deep jealousy and truly qualified as human. This convinced me that it is negative emotions that make me a human. That's... Yet, for the burning flames of jealousy to turn one into a monster, that is just as human. You are an impediment to the plan, a failure. Well then, I apologize you had to witness such unsightliness, everyone. I invite you now again to the main game. This time, card data for the Keymaster, Sacrifice, Sage, and Commoners has been distributed to the tablets you possessed. This has been done at random, and I imagine some of you may be dissatisfied with your role. In this case, you may use a trading function to forcibly swap cards with one another. However, you must use the me tokens you have earned in order to utilize this function. The trust tokens you have earned up to this point will be essential in deciding the battle. What in the world? Just who are you people? I am the receptionist doll. No. Let us do away with the tedious set dressing. I am Gashu Sato, a researcher into negative emotions. Now, let the main game begin. Oh. You up? Thought I was gonna die, meow. Sorry, the switch. You pressed it for me, Woof. Nah, I hesitated to the last second. It's fine, meow. I'm alive, Woof. Jen. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Meow. Your turn to die. Death Game by Majority. Chapter 2, Act 1. Woo! Very interesting. So yeah, you can in fact abstain from pushing the fake Reko doll off the platform. So the reason why in my first run I had Reko survive and Alice die was because I chose to push the fake Reko off of the platform. So yeah. And it's interesting that Kyutaro does choose to step up and do the right thing if Sarah does not, which is the right thing. I guess that's arbitrary, but according to my values, the right thing is to prioritize Jin. But yeah. So yeah, it just helps kind of flesh out Kyutaro even more. And it's now I'm noticing it's a cool narrative thing because Kyutaro is later stabbed in the back by Mai, at least in the Reko run. However, here Reko is stabbed by, well, her own doppelganger. And I will connect this also to what Kurumada, the boxer in chapter 3, his information that he has given by Midori about the dummies. Well, I guess not about the dummies, but the special info was given to each dummy. His was that if doppelganger sees its like real counterpart, they die. And then he was really upset because we were trying to recharge the Midori doll head. And that's cool too, because Kurumada was, had like a gaping hole in his stomach from Maple's attack. And then if Alice dies here, his stomach is exploded. So it's just like cool, good writing, little synchronicities. Very, very well done. It makes all my little neurons go, ah, yay! So I will kind of fast forward through this stuff until we get back to more Alice stuff. So I'll see you in a bit. Hey, is playing an instrument fun? What, you interested, bro? Watching you makes me want to play, Reko. You're too clumsy, bro. Doubt you even can. So mean. Don't whine about it. Alright, I'll teach you. You mean it? And if you get bored of it, I'll kick your butt. Of course I won't get bored. Hey, Reko. What's up? Someday, let's make a band and have our debut. For real? I'll make songs and you'll sing them. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Sounds great. Don't forget it, bro. Don't you ever forget. Reko, you really were kind. Such a good kid. Alice lost someone precious to him, just like Now lost her teacher, just like Kanna lost her sister, just like I lost my best friend. Reko, he was a trustworthy ally to me too. It's painful, it's sad, but we can't just stay here forever. Alice, now! Sarah, Cheetoin, you're in the way. Be gone. I know how you feel, but the main game's going to start again. They're giving an explanation. Please, come to the medical office. You sure are kind. Huh? It shouldn't matter to you if anything unfavorable happens to us. In the main game, everyone is an enemy. Again, at least 2 people will die. It might be you and me next. That may be true, but I don't think giving up on living and thinking is the right thing to do. We diligently think about it, I'm sure there's a path. I've long since passed up such a thing. Even so, I stubbornly lived on, because I thought someday my parents or Reko would repay me. There's no path anymore. Let's go, Alice. Now? Hey now, Egokoro. What are you— Now remove the gloves from Reiko's body. I need to deliver this. There is surely someone else waiting who treasures Reko as much as us. Now, Alice, please, you take one of these too. Alice accepted one of the gloves. I'm going. I need to move forward. Forward. Sarah Cheetoin, I will tell you this. The name of the man I killed was Sohiori. Huh? I don't care about Sohiori at this point. Who I really need to kill is Alice. Those were eyes of revenge. Revenge against our enemy who plotted the death game. Anger and hate. Those made the only path that would move Alice now. And what path will I choose? That's obvious. I won't let anyone else die. The main game. I won't let it happen. You can't save anybody, Sarah. I'm not going to lose. Reko lies in the center of the room of lies. Tons of blood is pouring from her chest. The head of Rio Ranger. He was a doll just like the fake Reko. Joe's hair clip remains in his hair. Take it. Give it back. This is Joe's. Obtain Joe's hair clip. The torso of Rio Ranger. Because of Ranger, Reko and the fake Reko both. I'll go to the medical office. Everyone should be waiting there. So and Connor are whispering in the corner. Not the kind of thing I can barge into. Kyutaro is chatting happily with Jin and Keiji. It's hard to imagine the main game is approaching. Big Sis Sarah! Jin, you're up and moving already? Yeah, I'm totally better, Woof. Poison won't scare me anymore, meow. The antidote Keiji brought's working like a charm. Don't feel no weird after effects neither. Good showing from your friendly policeman, eh? It really was a close call. If Keiji hadn't found the antidote, both of them might have. Keiji, thank you very much. Good job knowing where it was. Thank you. That's about the only thing I could do. Mostly it came down to Kyutaro putting his life on the line. You're really something, you know? Nah, couldn't do hardly anything all told. And we lost 2 Rekos. Human or doll, it don't matter. Both of them were our allies, and... What do you mean, ally? Alice, all of you really are stupid. All the kidnappers are planning here is for us to kill each other. You let someone live and kill someone else, that's all it is. So why would you help each other? Why try to be kind? Reko was the same. If she thought only for herself a little more, maybe she wouldn't have had to die like that. Alice. Don't forget about Reko. She was lonesome, despite how it looked. Meow. Of course we won't forget. We can't. Maybe there's something wrong with me too. Even though you and I are soon going to be killing each other. So all of you have assembled. I wasn't Sapphilin. Alice is gazing toward the Room of Lies. You need something? Are you okay? What are you doing? It's nothing. Are you okay? Don't worry about it, Sarah Cheetowin. My feet just naturally came here. I won't go any further than this. More importantly, Sarah Cheetowin now went into the Room of Lies earlier. Huh? She said brave things around me, but her wounds may be deep after all. Check on her if you have the time. I don't want to return there anymore. If I did go back, I'd surely also... Okay, so here we are back in this, seems to be like a doll, repair area. Perhaps this is connected to the place where we find Midori's head, doll head, in chapter 3. So it looks kind of like a an operating room. So perhaps this is on the fifth floor? 4th or 5th floor. I'll have to go back and look, but there's something on the table. A key? I wasn't here before, was it? Maybe I shouldn't go touching it. Okay, so I think you do have to take the key. Interestingly, so I went back to the beginning so that I could collect my final achievement that has remained locked since I first played in February. I got all the other ones, but there's one towards the beginning, so I went back and when right before the death game, when Sarah is at home and goes up to her bedroom, she finds the key to her bedroom, has a green tag, and it looks very much like this key here with a blue tag. So I think there's a lot of like color symbolism in this game. So I'm just like trying to keep tabs on all of those details. So obtained a key with tag. Not good. Someone's coming from this central hall. Huh? Let's hide in the kitchen. We have to find Jin. We have to find Jin. Sorry, Sarah. Huh? Yeah. Alright, let's look at this scene again, shall we? I see 2. One of them is Miley. I can hear them talking quietly. Did you let them escape? I'm going to guess at who this is and do their voice. I apologize. The key that was here is... gone? Ugh, seriously, give it up. Jin safe? Who could the other person be? Listen, don't let Gashu have his way. He's trying to destroy the death game. What? I understand. The monitor room should have a surveillance mode, correct? Connect the blue wire and keep a careful eye on Gashu. Why do you know about... And one more thing. You must retrieve the chip in Ranger's head. That chip can destroy this place's security. It's a menace. Destroy the security? Please be quiet. What if someone heard you? Then things would get quite fun, I suppose. Oh, and... The tablet! This is not the time! Who's there? We have to run! Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, but from the events of the rest of this section, that was Safalin talking to Miley, even though Safalin is not supposed to be anywhere but floors 3 and 4. Or 2 and 3. Whatever. Not supposed to be on the floors that were prior to the first round of the main game. So, conspiracy between Safalin and Miley, and they are on to Gashu at this point. And, like, he's screwing this up. I still think that their intentions are unclear. So, we'll see. Perhaps in Chapter 3, Part 2, when that is released, we'll get a little more insight. But since we do know that they were both hired by Gashu for the death game, that a primary motivator for them would be just scientific curiosity, because he said that Safalin's human counterpart is like was very easy to pluck out of her current work environment to recruit, but that Miley's human counterpart would be more difficult to recruit because she had a potential marriage to someone else at her workplace. And they were like, we'll just make him go insane. Then she'll come. So I speculate that perhaps she is doing this for a motivation tied to her former fiance, I guess. And Safalin has definitely demonstrated a potential for good or bad. I still think she's absolutely morally compromised, like, kind of unforgivably so. But, you know, so many of the characters in this game are a great thematic representation of humans' capacity for good or evil, or anywhere in between. It's usually dependent on circumstances and other people's behavior in relation to them. So yeah. And I am, with that save file where I started over, I am kind of testing out choosing all evil answers from Sarah, and I'll just say in chapter 1, it doesn't seem to affect anything. So if you want to go back and try that, I don't think it changes much. Even the responses from people like Joe, like screwing over Joe over and over, like he really is just like your BFF for life. So, like you could vote for him multiple times. But yeah. I'll kill you. What? Whatever are you doing? Shut up. Not good. Alice has lost himself in rage. Make him stop. Go for it, Alice. What's gotten into you, Alice? He doesn't have a gun right now. I've been waiting for this moment. What's all the commotion? Alice. Oh, please cease this. You make me laugh, so even you value your life. You have it wrong. I must protect all of your lives. As you murder us one after another, don't screw with me. Now tell me where the exit is, or else you're... There is no exit. Be serious with me, then how are you gonna leave when it's all over? Alice reaches hand toward Gashu's neck. Oh, what the... Huh? What is that? Please, enough of these games. Do you understand? Even we cannot leave this place. Not until it is all over. The caller, even the floor masters are? What in the world? What do you want that would make you do this? It is all for our mission, the mission of everyone here. Now I will excuse myself. Please continue to spend your time before the main game well, so as to leave no regrets. No exit? Impossible. You giving up? I give up. Inconceivable. Me giving up is inconceivable. Good on you, Miss Sarah. That's our dependable leader. So, speaking of which, I've got something important to talk about with you and Keiji. Important. Interesting. So, we found out about Gashu's collar a little earlier than in the Reko route, in which we discover that after finding the exit that has been barricaded with rubble. So interesting. And with that, I'm going to turn on a light, and I will catch up with you whenever there's something else to commentate on. Hello. I have a friend. So this is my gerbil sorrel. Like the herb sorrel. So adventurous. I remembered. This man looks just like him. The man that I killed. It's So Hiyori. What are you talking about? I mean, So's... Damn it, why? How could I forget what he looked like? And just who in the world is he? He revived? There's still more to Kai's message. Alice is quietly listening to Kanna. Such scary eyes, and yet he's talking with Kanna. Alice, Sarah Cheetowin. For how blue in the face you were when you ran off, you're looking better now. So you were worried for me. Me worried? That's for someone far more gullible, fool. Sarah Cheetowin, after you left, we did continue to investigate the laptop. But there was no great information. I'm just letting you know. Thank you very much. More importantly, would you take my place as Kanna Kizuchi's conversation partner? She's treating me just like a friend. Has she not forgotten I'm a murderer? I'm in a hurry, so... Kanna is quietly conversing. Yes, So really has done a lot to help us escape. They're talking about So? After her shout loudly. Kanna. Sarah, are you okay now? Yeah, I just wasn't feeling well earlier. Please sit down by all means. Yeah, I'm fine. You were sitting here first. And then I'll sit on your lap, Sarah. No thanks. Anyway, what's this about So? Earlier, I went to return the laptop to So, and it looked like he was making progress on a plan to escape. Was that right? Was what he said before really true? I'm sure So can come up with a way for all of us to leave. So, whatever role card you have, it doesn't matter, Sarah. Huh? Kanna? Oh. So... Okay, here was a little hint about Kanna eventually switching or attempting to switch her card with Sarah's, which we find out in the second round of the main game coming up. I love that you can find little hints peppered in here. I feel like that makes a really good mystery, you know? And aw, she was like, no, you can sit here, I'll sit on your lap. Hey, here we are back in the, I guess, doll storage room. And so now that we have gone through meeting the dummies, now we can kind of make out who is here. So here is a Kurumada dummy. And this looks like it could be Mai. This is Megumi. Here's Anzu. Well, Megumi wasn't a dummy, but you know. And this is probably Hayasaka back here. One of these is Ranmaru, and one of them is Hinako. Interesting. And here is the doll storage depths, where we meet Safalin later on with Keiji and Kyutaro and Mai, where Kyutaro gets a doll replacement. So we just saw that his doll is stored here, and so we have Ranger's head here right now, and later we bring Midori doll's head to charge up. What happened to that head? Something else here I realized is both Sarah and Kanna have dolls stored here now, so I wonder if they were collected from the second floor puzzle room, and then the first floor blue room when we got Kanna's clothing to replace. And so are these the same ones, or do they have, how many copies do they have? Do they even run like full simulations of the game, or are they just like making a doll over and over again and putting in the AI? I don't know. It's so... oh god. It's so interesting, it's making my glasses fog up. The lights are off. There's someone in the darkness. I see. Your heart may be rather wounded. Mine is. Not just yours necessarily. Everyone's is falling apart. Sometimes it is better to forget memories that are simply too painful. And in reality, the human brain is made to do so. Oh, you are too strong, so you can't erase your own memories. So with this machine, you really can erase them. My memories of Reko. Only the painful memories, you understand. Those fun memories as brother and sister, those will remain, and you can just forget the bad memories. I am the only one who can cure you. All right, do it. Are you certain? Make it quick before I change my mind. And here we go. Oh, how do you feel? Oh, I see. What a good feeling. My head is clear. Alice. Ah, Sarah Cheetowin. How long have you been there? So you use the machine. Is it okay to forget Reko? Is it okay to just forget Reko? What are you saying? Reko is my dear sister. I wouldn't forget her. It's unfortunate she had to die, but Reko will surely live on in my heart. Being able to say a thing like that all casually, it's not right, Wolf. What? Jen, please don't. If all of you have is burdens, that isn't life. I can't say Allison did anything wrong. Indeed, don't hamper my invigorated mood. I think I'll go rest in the lobby. Let's go, Jen. Okay. Interesting. So if you remember, when Reko survived, she chose not to use the machine. She wanted to remember everything about Alice. All of the times with Alice. But Alice here, when he survives, chooses to use the machine. It's so interesting. I love this, I don't know, this parallel, whatever you would call it. Very cool. Like, you can do so much to flesh out these characters. With very, I mean, relatively speaking, microscopic choices. So very in line with the theme and like main mechanics of the game. Very interesting. Also want to note, as it relates to real life, if anyone, any care provider, any person you are developing a relationship with, if anybody says, I am the only one who can cure you, I'm the only one with the answer, I'm the only one who can connect with you, fuck that. Do not, I recommend just severing that tie or greatly like reducing their influence over you, because no one person has everything that you need or desire, and not any one philosophical outlook, not any one activity, partner, job, medical care. Nothing is all encompassing. No one thing or person can meet every single thing you're looking for in life. It is always at least multiple factors. You need multiple things. Like, I can relate this directly to mental health, for instance. Usually you need some combination of talk therapy, sometimes exposure therapy or like EMDR, and medication management, and just changing your behaviors to be more in alignment with your desired outcome. Very rarely does it work. Does one thing facilitate all healing for any individual? And that's usually for like very simple traumas or like simple one-off circumstances. And so rarely is anything really so simple. So yeah, please don't buy into any rhetoric that is like, you only need this one thing, this one tool. No. My mind is clear as a spring morning. God, this looks uncomfortable. He's barefoot. It looks like he's barefoot and has his ankle restraint, and then winds the chain up his leg like it's a maypole or something, and then has this big prison ball weight chained to his waist like it's a belt, and he has a gold handcuff that attached to just one hand. You know, there is a lot to be said for sensory overload. So in that regard, I could see why he might want a little bit less, you know, stuff affecting his living experience. Stop being so overloaded. My goodness. Interesting. Okay, so we just found Kyutaro passed out after being essentially tasered, so we now have the stun gun. So I have just linked another parallel here, or maybe that's just my word of the day. I mean, like, a narrative link between So using the stun gun on Kyutaro, and then in chapter 3, part 1, Ranmaru uses the stun gun, or uses his like stun finger on Sarah and Keiji. So that's very interesting, right? Ranmaru and So are kind of mirrors of each other, IMO, where either of them can be impacted to do good or do evil. but we shall get to Ranmaru's kind of evil arc in another video. You, Sarah Cheetoin, what's about to transpire here? Oh man, Kitaro is heavy, alright. Is there really an exit? Let's believe in so. Everyone's gathered. Seems Kitaro still hasn't woken up. Like he's in a deep sleep. Oh, I'm worried. Let's escape before he wakes. I'm worried whether he'll wake up. It's fine. If it comes down to it, we can try splashing water on him. Like Jin has the opportunity to do in the second fight with Maple. What is this, gym class? Sarah, Sou's working to get us out of here, right? Kanna, exactly, there's something up. Exactly, we're finding ourselves depending on So, but I'm sure he'll do it. Kanna, so you believe him. I hope the floor master doesn't find out about this plan. If Gashu saw us, that would be bad, wouldn't it? After the incident with the fake Mishima AI, they might soon notice something's going on. They're going to be very cautious if so. Where's So? Let's keep Gashu busy. Come to think of it, when we passed each other, he was looking for Saphalin. If they get to talking to each other, we may have some time. I see. Sarah? It seems So headed toward the monitor room. Huh? Don't tell me the secret room's there. Maybe. Would you go check on things? Okay, the monitor room it is. You there, Sarah Cheetoin. I heard we can escape. Is it true? Alice. It's the truth. It's a joke. It's true. We found a lead toward escaping. I see. What, aren't you happy? Oh, sure. I hardly feel any vengeful thoughts coming from Alice now. What? There's a ladder behind the monitors. Fix this, Sarah. Let's check it out, meow. The ladder goes up into the ceiling. Climb. What's this? Ah, yes. So this room is where we learn more about this person who maybe won the previous death game that gets mentioned multiple times. And I can't help but think that this portrait here looks a lot like Professor Mishima. And we still have the mystery of where his head went. And just replaying through the first chapter, they really, really hammer home how, like, oh, surprisingly good, well-intentioned Professor Mishima is up until the end, where he dies with his collar burning up. And even that's interesting. So it's kind of like it would solder it. And his collar specifically heated up. It didn't explode like Reko dolls. Mysteries yet to be unlocked. Alright, let's go back over this. Floor Masters, let's carry out the death game with pride. 1. For trials that require explanation, give one to participants in advance. For trials that require explanation. 2. Floor masters must not directly kill participants. Not directly kill them. 3. Floor masters cannot lie with the intent of deceiving participants. 4. If there is misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retried 24 hours later. 5. Treat the participants with love. Misconduct during the main game. This is the first I've heard of that. If a participant transgresses, they die as penalty, and if a floor master does, it's a 24-hour extension. That seems to be how you'd interpret it. Okay, so that's setting up the twist in the second round of the main game when Gashu decides to end himself since he transgresses. He was so willing to do. He was like, fuck it. This was really interesting. I got what I wanted out of it. Talk about unfair rules. Yeah. Inauguration. That incident. Quite some time has passed since then, but even now those hellish memories are scorched into the back of my mind. In the first trial, I killed a person. First trial? I would never trust others. That was what I decided. In the Russian roulette that followed too, I didn't participate. This is describing the same things we had to go through. At the end of their argument, the challenger chosen was someone most surprising. A 17-year-old schoolgirl. With overwhelming charisma, she had a talent for getting people in order. And in the first victim conference, she was a central figure as well. But there she lost her best friend. And then the second victim conference, a boy even younger than her, and the man whose views most aligned with hers. These two died. Views most aligned with hers. Seeing her so exhausted, I felt pity. For the first time, I spoke my true feelings. By the time we were done talking, I had acquired an admiration for her, to the point that I would be fine with even my own death as long as she won it all. But in the third victim conference, she died. It was the first time I'd shed tears for a stranger. Even now I see hallucinations of her. As many women as I try to love, I'm never satisfied. That sounds like something you need to unpack in therapy. Even now, to me, she is. The message ends here, half written. What in the world is this book? Stop expecting women to satisfy you, complete you, make you better. Stop it. Oh, it's you. Just so you know, I don't have time to talk. I'm in a hurry. Yo, Sarah, what's up? Reko. What? You look like you've seen a ghost. I can't let Alice see this. You want to forget it all, Wolf? Well, maybe. There's no way I could forget Meow. Jin. Yeah. Don't cry, Jin. The things we lost, the despair put in us, despair. There's a lot that won't go back to normal, but we'll get it back. Peace, our normal lives, that's real victory. Fixes Sarah. I'm sure it'd be impossible alone. Even I know my own weakness. That's why we'll reclaim it together. Reclaim it. You're right. Our connections can't be cut easily. They are lasting bonds. Everyone, when you go back to life as usual, what will you do? I hadn't been thinking about it. What did I want to do when I got out of here? I want to finish that painting. I want to play video games at home, meow. Big Sis Sarah should come too, woof. What about you, So? Huh? Go see a movie, maybe? Oh, that's great. Kanna wants to come with you. Aww. We like siblings. Hey, detective, shouldn't you go along with them? Might be good. Really? Let's all go watch something together. I can't wait. What do you want to do, huh? Meow, do you not have anything, Mr. Policeman? Let's find something worthwhile. Focus on health, maybe? You should satisfy your desires. Where's that word, satisfy? Then first, maybe you should look for something that feels worth doing. Guess so. Maybe I'll think about a reason for living. I'd be glad to assist if that's okay, as long as it doesn't mean dating him. Taking it literally, I see. Thanks, Sarah. I see something. The exit? It's a traditional Japanese room. According to the floor map, this is the winner's room. Winner's room. What the heck is this? This is the exit? It's nothing but rocks, almost like there'd been a landslide. Ridiculous. I mean, this means the exit is blocked? Security had indeed been neutralized, but without a door, there was no point. There was no hope. No! Don't be ridiculous. What in the world? We can't go home, meow. Can't be. This is all a lie. It is not a lie. This is the truth you sought out. An external explosion was used to make a physical lid, long before the death game began. Damn you. Ahem, I have it this time. Please forgive my rudeness. I do not wish to use violence. Now, everyone, it is time to stop dreaming. You must win. Only for the victor will the path open. You will have only a brief time left. Spend your last moments before the main game well. It's over. It's all over. All that's left is this card. Oh. I guess so, huh? Having hope, having it broken over and over. Sarah, I think it's time you face reality. There was always only one choice. Which do you choose? So that's your choice. Well, good luck. Before I knew it, everyone had gone off to do their own thing. Use this final time granted to us meaningfully. KG is clearing rocks. KG? Can't find it in me to give up. Might be futile, but I'm in a struggle. Fool. What can you do without heavy machinery? You are a fool beyond saving. Alice, too, began clearing the rubble. Yutaro is still passed out. Damn it. Damn it! As many rocks as you move, there's no time. So is deeply focused on the laptop, continuing to fiddle with it. He still hasn't given up? So, please, save us. The words came out unconsciously. There's nothing more I can do on my own power. If anyone can do something, it's So. I don't have enough time. I have Ranger's chip right here. If I just had another hour, So, all I might do now is hack the roll card data. Huh? If I had tokens, I could have used it too. They put a ring up box here. In the meantime. Good grief. They're like, still time to screw each other over. It's all over, isn't it? Now, I don't even have the energy to move. If I'd known about this, I wouldn't even want to see Hope. Can't find the words right now. Big Sis Sarah! I went looking around, meow. Jin, did you find anything? What for? For what? For what? To find a way to escape, meow. Well, though I didn't find an exit or anything, but I found a smartphone on the stairs, meow. Huh? There wasn't anything like that when we came up. What exactly is on it? Meow, that sound. Card trade? Wait, I have the sacrifice, right? What in the world is this trade? Huh? What? What happened? Why did my sacrifice become a commoner? Big Sis Sarah? Jin? What is it? You just had a scary smile, meow. Sorry, it's nothing. More importantly, Jin, about the phone you found. Meow! Jin? Yeah. A sharp pain on my neck. The moment I felt that, my senses cut out. So I guess this is an alternate timeline. No, please stay with us. I'm done for. Hey, ain't there some way we can save him? So much bleeding, I fear nothing can be done. No, you can't. Respond, please. So, in that timeline, Sarah killed Sou. Did I just have some kind of dream? This place... A goofy Gashi looks on the screen. Everyone, how are you feeling? I truly thank you for once again participating in the main game. I will omit detailed explanations, but I have one point of warning this time. It appears one of you lost your tablet. Due to the need for fingerprint identification, others cannot misuse it, but as it is a disadvantage to not know your own role, a spare tablet has been placed on your table. Please use it if you are the person in question. That is all for my warning. To proceed with the rules, please touch the screen. Starting a second main game. Well then, allow me to explain the rules of the main game. The basic rules, we know them. Best of luck, and may you avoid total destruction at all costs. That goes without saying. Well, everyone, please wait for the game to begin. Eh? Hey, Gashu. Miley? Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You made a flagrant transgression. One that shakes the very core of the main game. Are you trying to appropriate the main game for yourself? Apologies for the video malfunction. The main game will now begin. Please enter, everyone. What just happened there? I don't know if Miley was trying to call him out in front of everybody. She does seem interested in making things more interesting. You're here. You're early, KG. What was that earlier, meow? Hey, Gashu, I have the right to an explanation. Kinda feels like this won't be a normal main game. It's starting all over again. Oh my, what a bustling crowd. Did you call for me? What's the transgression Miley mentioned? Transgression? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. Understand that if there truly is a transgression, it should become clear in your discussion. Supposing one is discovered, it will be addressed. Don't mock us, would you? You're the one deciding what counts as one, surely. Gashu, calling Miley, calling Safalin. Well, he's gonna decline a smiley, so at least call Saflin so she can hand down a judgment on any misconduct. Very well, if that will satisfy you. Please be our impartial judge. Wahaha. Why do you laugh? I am joyful. Such determination to have a fair slaughter without having to worry over misconduct. Why you... Now then, let the second main game... Hang on! Yeah. Oh, very good. Everyone has assembled. Damn it, so it's starting after all? Indeed, we have talked long enough. Now we shall begin the second main game. Candidate vote. An extremely heavy air dominates the space. It's starting again, this horrifying game. Keeping quiet's only making time pass, guys. Let's at least decide our fate by our own hand, okay? It's okay, we've walked this road before, haven't we? Then and now, it's totally different. We're allies by now, we've spent way more time together. Then will you die? Let's find our resolve. You said that in the first main game, right, Kyutaro? Damn it. Everyone, the card designs have been displayed in the rulebook this time, so be aware that you cannot judge using knowledge of the designs as in the first main game. Well then, please spend this cruel and dense time to your heart's content. Yashu quietly sat down in a chair, and once again the main game began. Very interesting. I didn't anticipate, even though I've gotten Alice to be alive before, I didn't catch everything or didn't note everything down. So very interesting divergence from what Reko chooses to how she reacts / copes with Alice's death. I am back on a different day, so we'll just pick up in the trial here. First, let's discuss to get 4 candidates. Who should survive and who can die? Okie dokie, seems you're ready. Keiji Shinogi. Are you a fool or what? Have you forgotten that unlike the first main game, there have been many card trades? There's no need for worthless suspicion. We can reason out the sacrifice and keymaster. If everyone speaks honestly, or how much you talk of allies, are you not being rather suspicious? At the very least, the sacrifice can't tell the truth now, can they? So it's fine to start with finding 4 candidates. Because those who aren't candidates can't be honest. Yep, and also if we can prove what everyone's cards are right now, voting is gonna be hell. It'll be pure blame-throwing. That guy should die, this guy should die. It'll be cruel and leave no trace of any bonds we've got. I get it. Very well. If it'll protect your pitiful bonds, then I suppose I'll go along with this. And thus allow me to say, So Hiyori, you are the most suspicious of all. Huh? Please, wait! So has contributed so much to helping us escape. Yet it doesn't change that he can't be trusted. Everything from his history on is unclear. Unless you yourself speak your true colors, I will continue to. And I'm fine being the first candidate. After all, I am the sacrifice. What's that about? Were you listening? Talking about roles is for later. Was there a rule against confessing your own? So I see. Sorry, Keiji, I just didn't feel comfy letting you take the initiative. I know, I'll nominate the next suspicious person. How about that? He's got some no good idea again. Understood. You're so calm, Miss Sarah. I nominate Kanna. That's fine. Everyone should already understand this. She's easily tricked, timid, and lacks ability. What does she even have besides sympathy? Wasn't it you who tricked and used her? After using her so cruelly, is So trying to betray her? So you're giving Kanna time to vindicate herself. Huh? Sure thing. Let's have a discussion about Kanna's actions during the death game, so that we can trust her. Kanna Kizuchi typically acted with him. Only So Hiyori can prove her actions. Of course, I was Kanna Kizuchi's conversation partner for a short time as well. That it could be said we didn't hit it off. I wasn't asking about that. After our viewing, we went searching on own again. I'll tell you this, I'm not the culprit. Don't judge based on appearance and imprisonment. Mwahaha. A most unexpected slip-up. So Hiyori used the stun gun to knock Cubetaro Hamburger out. Yes, it was you! If I have to say something, now Egokoro's actions had me wondering a bit. She was in the Room of Lies for quite a while. Yet Nao's strangeness is easily explained by the presence of the fake Mishima. There is no reason to suspect Nao Egokoro. He seems to kind of favor Nao. Then what to do, Cubetaro, So, Keiji? I can't rightly say you're not suspicious. So should be left out. He did say he had the sacrifice at the start. His suspicious actions have had a purpose. By earning hate and losing trust, he's been gathering votes toward himself. So it's best we simply leave him out and have him sit in the corner of the room. He's a sacrifice. He can vote twice for himself, though, so he'll end up being selected. Indeed? Oh, how nasty. What do we do? One of these candidates is going to end up the victim, remember? We really should discuss some more. Alright, first it's time for those of us who weren't picked to guide the discussion. Incidentally, I am a commoner. Be at ease. Alice is a commoner too? Now we will have an in-depth discussion on the card trades, understood? Trading cards requires 50 tokens. It's not as if just anyone could do it. The token ranking, as I recall, put Cubetaro Hamburger in first and Jin Ibushi in last. Now Egokoro was also low ranking. Of the 4 candidates, I suppose Nao was the only one who lacked the tokens to make a trade. Cubetaro Hamburger, when was it you passed Sarachito in the sacrifice card? In fact, did you have the sacrifice to start? Remembering that photo on the laptop still makes my heart quake. But what's important now is that card trade. In the end, it was mutual betrayal. Cubetaro Hamburger, despite being right there, he traded his sacrifice to you. Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me. Something strange here. I'm sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. When I thought about what would happen if we weren't able to expose him, I just couldn't say it. It's not your fault now. All the fault lies with Gashu. Answer me, Gashu. Candidates, this death game, what's all of it mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? That is my first and last hint for you. Last, Miss Sarah Cheetowin, you have overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code. About the code? It is written clearly. If there is misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retried 24 hours later. And I promised you that I would fulfill my duty as per the code. If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue. You're kidding, stop! Everyone, Please earn victory. Huh? What are you...
Please vote for Kanna.
What are you saying, Kanna?
I'm sure you understand. Between Sou and Kanna, which of us isn't necessary? Kanna already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for Sarah's sacrifice.
Kanna...
Please, this is about the only thing Kanna can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in Sou, because he's really not a bad person.
Why can't I say anything? Kanna's throwing her life away to protect Sou. Am I just going to watch in silence? Kanna! Don't be ridiculous, Kanna!
Sou!
Self-sacrifice? That's worthless! You really are a kid, Kanna. A thoughtless kid with a backwards notion that if she dies, it'll solve everything.
My feelings won't change.
Be quiet, Kanna. Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote. Sarah, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this. So...
Kanna doesn't have any wisdom and can't even hack.
I told you to shut up, Kanna.
Please remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feelings, but logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your beliefs is weakness. Stop it. And this time, the right thing is to choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kanna. Just stop it.
It's time to vote. I cannot wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets, or everyone will die. Got it. Mr. Policeman just voted for Kanna. KG?
Thank you very much.
This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, KG. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults. That's a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for Sou.
Alice, you chose Kanna, right?
I can't choose anyone's little sister. Shin Tsukimi, I'm voting for you. Fine by me. Now if we just vote for ourselves, that's 3-2. Shin, it should be an easy choice for you too, right?
I do hate the loner, but it's not like I want him to die.
Dumbass, if you don't choose me, I'll use you next and get you killed.
Ugh.
You don't have to take responsibility, Jin.
It's a Sarah.
If you vote for Kanna, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die.
But then Big Sis Sarah, your vote will.
It's okay, Jin. I'll take responsibility.
I voted for Bucket Girl Meow.
Now it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all. We did it, Sarah. Now, do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins, even if it's a tie for first. Now, Sou has 3 votes, Kanna has 3 votes, and as a sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. I can win by a tie for first. Say what? Let's return home together, Sarah.
Big Sis Sarah, you won't do that, right?
Vote for now, yes. All votes have been received. Displaying results. Thank you so much, Sarah.
No way, Big Sis Sarah, you betrayed us, Meow?
Can't be serious. He wouldn't. Is that your answer, Sarah Cheetahwin? This is reality, KG. Strong will tell you, I'm your ally. Don't be afraid, trust me. And in the end, they'll betray you. At the convenience and whims of the strong, the weak will die. Well, learned a little something about how uneasy a weakling always feels. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I've gotten tired. I don't want to die. I just want to go home. I don't want to play this death game anymore. Even if it costs all your lives. So, goodbye. A sea of red unfolds before my eyes. There's no salvation. Tearfully, Sapphilin carried out exacting executions, one after another. Everyone struggling in anguish screams. I didn't listen to them. There's no way I could. Keiji, Jin, Kanna, So, Kyutaro, Alice. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sarah. Don't cry, Sarah. From now on, I'll always be with you. When we get home, I'll make you delicious meals. We'll sleep soundly, bathe in the morning sun, go on walks together. Let's live happily for everyone. It's okay. I'll bear this cross. You did nothing wrong, Sarah. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Sarah, you did nothing wrong. Ending 1, Massacre. So, that is what happens if you vote for Now in the second round of the main game. She wins because she's the sacrifice, and that wins in any tie. So, really interesting, but it's not your fault. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. I think that's so good and chilling. Like, how many people do just horrifically evil, selfish things, and then they continue on just saying, it wasn't my fault. And like, within the context of a death game, it's not either of their faults. And it's interesting that Now is like, I'll bear the cross. I'll take on the burden of this horrible decision that I made. Meanwhile, she's just like, we'll just go on walks. I'll be in charge of the grieving. And in that way, we won't bother with it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're back here, and I'm going to make another big choice to change the fate of our characters. And I'm stalling a lot because it feels really bad. We're gonna feel the weight of this choice for the rest of what is available of this game. And yeah, I hate it. Vote for Kanna, yes. All votes have been received. Displaying.
Thank you, Sarah.
Why? Why didn't you choose me? I'll never forgive you, Sarah.
Sarah, before I go, could you give me a hug?
Yeah.
You're so warm. Well then, I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was Keiji Shinogi, the Sage was Kyutaro Burgerberg, the Sacrifice was now Egokoro. I see. So this is your answer, Sarah. Now, it's strange. I couldn't stop shaking from fear, but the moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. Now. Oh, I forgot to mention, the second card trade was by me. I traded away the sacrifice card by using the tokens Reko had on her.
So Reko protected you once now. You were a close friend to Reko. There's no question of that.
Thank you very much. I wonder if I'll meet Reko and the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. Well, then, it's time for the execution. Wait! Miss Sarah, take this. It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you, I still couldn't finish it.
That's all right. You'll have plenty of time now.
Paint to your heart's content now. Yes. I couldn't push the button. There was no way I could push it. Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Ugh. Next is Kanna. Wait! Stop it already, please, Safalin!
Don't move.
That's Gashu's.
You come near Kanna, I'll shoot.
It's futile. Kanna's execution won't be changing.
Why? Ain't you different from Gashu and Miley? You carried out her execution with such a pained look. You don't really want this, do ya?
You don't understand, do you? I've always been your enemy, you see. I'm coming closer.
Whoa! The gun let out a click.
It was empty, I see.
Damn you!
It's fine now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sarah. Kanna. Please take care of So. Everyone, get along together. Activating color device. The human flower. This is how the chosen one meets her end. So long as the flowers don't wilt, her body will always be preserved beautifully.
Kanna. I'm sorry, Kanna. We needed So to escape. I chose logic. The worst possible choice. I'll kill you. Worthless. It's all worthless. The floor masters, Sarah, every one of the riffraff. I'll kill every one of you who killed Kanna. That's right. And first will be Sarah. I wonder where Sou is. I searched around, my mind dazed. I couldn't save now or Kanna. I don't care. I don't want to look at that reality anymore. For now, I'll look for Sou. My feet move as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. The screen is glowing. I wonder what it is. I gazed at the screen absent-mindedly. Yo, Sarah! Huh? Is this some kind of joke again? There was a familiar face. The face of my best friend who I always saw at school. Joe. Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. Because there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe, is that you, Joe? Yep, so looks like you've been well. You murderer? Huh? I should have understood this. This was a hallucination, a false Joe I created. Wait, I shouldn't respond to it. Let me hear it. Who'd you kill this time? You're wrong. I didn't kill. Gotta ignore it. You voted, didn't you? You sacrificed someone weaker than you to survive. No, that's wrong, Joe. I mean, this isn't Joe. Sarah, you've really changed. I can't breathe. I'm being killed by my hallucinations. What's your excuse for this time, Sarah? You aren't Joe. Don't show yourself to me, please. Just give me a break. Forgive me. Can't do that, Sarah. You know how much I suffered? I'll show you once more. Huh? A hellish sight. The last thing I want to remember. Joe's end. Sarah. Are you okay, Sarah? AG.
So Sarah, you came to, meow.
You were passed out in the room of rubble. In front of that video. It was an AI of Joe Tazuna. Why in the world was that there? It was a fake Joe somebody set up out of malice. Sarah, don't worry about anything it said. What are they talking about? KG. Who is Joe? Your Turn to Die, Chapter 2 ends. I wonder what it is. I feel like I've forgotten something. Something very, very important. Hey, KG, tell me what it is. It's okay, you're all normal. Really? You're just exhausted. You ought to take a rest. No, my head feels perfectly clear. Then what is there to worry about? But I want to remember everything that happened here. Now, and Kanna, everyone who had to be sacrificed. Just what am I forgetting? Then don't just sit around and think about it. Let's move so that nobody else has to die. Right? Everyone, this floor will be closed off soon. If you don't go to the next floor within about 5 minutes, your collars will activate. Understood. Pardon me. This ain't good. Guess we gotta move it quick, eh? There's no need to wait for that man.
Meow, but if we left him and he died...
Seems unthinkable to me. Don't you suppose he's gone on ahead instead? I wonder where on earth he went. Maybe he doesn't want to see us anymore.
Got it, Wolf. I'll look for him, Meow. So you guys just wait, Wolf.
Quit it, you. You make it sound like we're being selfish. So noisy. What's gotten into you guys? So, cutting it awfully close,
Try greeting me with a smile next time. We're allies, aren't we?
Like I can be all smiles right now.
Huh? But I'm smiling, see?
Just stop it. The one you are trying to protect, we just went and... What would that be? What would that be?
Oh, you mean Kanna?
Well, it was too bad. In that main game, Kanna even went and got the sacrifice. But alas, she didn't get the chance to choose me and have us escape together. Couldn't use her after all. A shame. Wahaha. What's so funny? Ah, how pitiful. If ever there was a world where that happens. Kanna wouldn't pick you, she'd pick Sarah. Haha, did you really think she'd pick you? Shut up, KG. I know that. Of course I know that. You just want to laugh at me because I'm fated to die no matter what. Well, go ahead and laugh. Quit with the lies, so. You put your life on the line to protect Kanna. You were ready to throw your own life away. Those weren't rational actions. They were your heart screaming out. And we obstructed it. You must hate us to death. Regardless, we have to cooperate. That's what Kanna wanted us to do. This is going nowhere. Enough. Let's hurry to the next floor. So, you sure are strange, KG. During the discussion, I could have sworn you wanted me to die so bad. Well, it's different now. I don't understand him, this man, so...
He was just desperate, Meow. I'm sure of it.
Very well. I suppose we're desperate ourselves. Now to the next floor, so we don't die. Okay. So I am not showing Kanna's execution because we really don't need more depictions of child death. In a fun video game Let's Play series. Like, if I mean, I encourage anyone to go and purchase this game. And if you really want to see it that badly, there's that. And I guess other creators have chosen to include it. So that is what it is. I just encourage you as another person who was curious, wanted to see more of the story, and made the choice to, in the past, without recording it. Like, I encourage anybody who is that interested in seeking out that, to just introspect about why we want to see this stuff, why we want to know. It was a question worth asking myself. And like in the way with horror movies, which I have a strong appreciation for, I think that movies like VHS Halloween, for instance, which came out this year, that fourth segment about the children, all the children, I regret seeing that. And it's kind of weird to me to see so many people like, well, that was awesome. Like, they really went for it. They really showed those actual children pretending to be groomed and exploited and murdered in horrifically graphic scenes. It was too effective, I think. I think it went too far, and I know that that stance isn't really appreciated in the horror communities, but I don't want to get to the point of cheering on real child actors pretending to be just... No. I don't think we need to go it further in that direction. I'm also against the use of AI generated children, using those to depict violence. There's so... I just think when we engage with dark media, there needs to be a lot of asking ourselves why we are drawn to it, what meaning are we making of it for ourselves, and is the meaning that we make worth the potential harm it could be doing on, like, you know, changing people's mind. There's just so much shit out there that then gets normalized, and so, you know, this was like, Kanna's death was far more was far less provocative, I think, than you know, that segment of VHS Halloween. However, I don't know. I think to me, it's really important to engage very... There just needs to be like an ego check, and like am I entitled to know what this looks like? And just also on that note, with horror movies and stuff, like, a lot of times, especially in older generations, like, directors and actors and stuff just like got away with really heinous behavior. Like Quentin Tarantino, for instance, has strangled multiple women for his movies because someone else doing it, it would just come off fake, and he really wanted to get the realistic depiction of veins bulging out, and like, just why? Because he wants to do it, and see it. And if that's the motivation for creating art, then I think we're all better off without such genius. Can't tell I'm being sarcastic. I am about. They're just like not very eloquent about it because I'm really angry that this is a thing that is still really pushed back on, like depicting violence against women and children specifically. So on that bummer of an ending, I don't mean to sound like morally superior or any of that, because it's really not about elevating myself. Like, I just would... I just have observed a lot of harm come from the way that people engage with really horrific stuff, subject matter, and the least we can do is be very, like, responsible with how it is affecting us and whether it's causing us to kind of dehumanize people, or if we're getting some kind of like thrill of power, or like there's just a lot that can influence people to be really terrible to other people. So, anyway, we will continue next time. I guess it's so demoralizing for me. Oh, God. So I'll be back in part 14. We will continue with the final chapter, and there will be more editing around dialogue we've already seen. But yeah, having Alice and Sou, who both know the real Sou Hiyori, it's going to be very interesting. See how they know him, what their relationship was like, if there was one. And it's interesting, like, even just sitting here, I'm like, how weird it is to, like, if once Sarah is made to be the one that betrays Kanna, suddenly Sou feels like totally in the right. That's so interesting. Like that flip around of directing the player's compassion and empathy. Now it's like, ugh, I feel so icky. Like, it's just like, it feels like an evil sap. Like, think Hexus in Fern Gully. Just, ooh. And very interesting that Joe's AI was evil instead of good, like he was when you save Kanna. And now Sarah doesn't remember him at all. we'll see how that impacts the next section of the game. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me. And until next time, take care.